Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, first of all, I want to send a shout out to my boy, to the homie, Torian Rain. Me and him was chopped it up on the phone, doing our thing, critiquing, politicking, you know what I'm saying? Doing what brothers do, So he had basically gave me some intel on the upcoming Whitney Houston film called I Want to Dance with Somebody. I guess it's a biopic of the life and times of Whitney Houston. And I saw the trailer for the movie, when I went to see The Woman King. And we all know what happened with that review. But nevertheless, I saw that trailer and I instantly was like, I'll pass. I got to say this, and this is just real talk. I have no interest in seeing a Whitney Houston biopic. I'm just keeping it 100. I have no interest in watching that movie because there are some question marks remained behind the scenes about Whitney Houston. And then I wonder if this movie is going to be another movie where they try to demonize the black man, where they try to tell blatant lies about Bobby Brown got Whitney Houston strung out on cocaine when Whitney Houston was an addict, a documented addict, before she even linked up with Bobby Brown. But for years, a lot of feminists and cornball simps been sitting up trying to put this all on Bobby Brown without them doing their due diligence and properly checking their facts and doing research. But nevertheless, I'm going to pass on this movie because I got a feeling that they may try to put that element in the movie or they're going to leave that out. Whitney Houston had a very bad drug habit, a very bad documented, substance abuse habit. But I give them credit. They kept it under wrap for years. But I have no interest in seeing this movie. And another thing, once again, here you have another British actress portraying a historical black music icon, or just playing a black historical figure. Whether you like Whitney Houston or not, she's a historical figure. She sold, she sold a lot of records. I'll just say that much. But here we have this discussion once again, and you wonder what's going on with the director, Cassie Lemons, who cast her to play Whitney Houston. And you can think of plenty American women that could have played the role of Whitney Houston. And that's where I think a lot of people start raising their eyebrows and question like, hey, what's going on here? Is it a conspiracy or something? I do think a black American actress should have been able to play Whitney Houston. That's just my own opinion. Now, the Idris Elba situation, that's a little bit different, and I'll talk about that later on in a separate video. But this Whitney Houston thing, that's very problematic, and I think it's very disrespectful to American black actresses. And then you have to ask the Houston family also, why did they co-sign this? Why didn't they fight for an American actress to play Whitney Houston? And don't get me wrong, to some of the brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, across the water, overseas, that's down and fighting the good fight alongside with us. But it's not a diss to y'all, but you still have to ask that question. That's just real talk. So that's why I'm not going to see the movie. One, I wasn't going to see it anyway because I'm just wasn't a big fan of Whitney Houston. I never really liked any of her music. I just had to keep it 100. I didn't really like any of her songs. I didn't like anything Whitney Houston put out to make me want to go buy it or play it. So, gotta tell the truth. But with that being said, I'm just curious why they cast a British actress, a black British actress, to play Whitney Houston. Like I say, this is where the conspiracy talk comes in. This is where a lot of the questions get asked, like, what's going on with this? This is the same thing as Daniel Kaluuya playing Fred Hampton. And don't get me wrong, he nailed that part. He was well deserving of that Oscar. But once again, why couldn't you find a black American born actor to play that role? So that's why people are like asking these questions. Is it another form of division, another form of divide and conquer? You just got to ask those questions. Anyway, it's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.